You guys know how good this makes me feel, just being able to look and see actual progress on the hangar. I know it's not much right now because it's just the pad. Basically, only use right now would be dance floor. Or I guess you could land a helicopter on it. I wish I had some friends that I could call over to come land on it. You guys don't even understand how excited I am right now. For those of you that don't know, this is Becki and Chris, and they're one of the YouTube channels I watched before I even started my YouTube.
That's so funny.
Because of they do helicopter content, but you guys also do like DIY, home renovations, camera tutorials, all the stuff I'm interested in. So it's awesome that we're finally linking up because we've been friends like on social media, but this is the first time.
Yeah, it's been like years.
Yeah.
We've been trying to make this happen. And we live on the East Coast, and of course Trent's closer to the West Coast. So this is...
We're literally on opposite sides of the country. Like we couldn't be, well, we could be further, but
yeah,
it's pretty
not
far.
by much.
But we're on a cross-country trip now to bring this helicopter back to the Robinson factory. So we thought we'll take some extra time, see some sights. Flew up the coast yesterday, just on the way to see Trent now.
I'm gonna show them around. We're gonna do like a bush flying adventure, which is weird because I've never done that with a helicopter. So I don't know. I don't know that there's much challenge in anything. Like, it'll probably be impressive maybe to see an airplane land there, but you're gonna be like, pfft. But anyway, we're gonna kind of see what it's like flying a bush plane with a helicopter. And you really haven't flown with another aircraft much.
No, like I've done a little bit of, I've never done any formation flying. You know, it's lonely up in the East Coast.
Let's change that. We'll go do some light formation. I'll give them the little rundown ahead of time of just the basics. And yeah, I'm gonna show them the backyard. You're gonna have to spin it a lot faster than that if you want to go.
Alright, we're lifting up. Okay, I'm gonna taxi into my position. You tell me when you're good.
I'm right good when you are.
Alright, and rolling.
Damn, you pick up quick. You must be at like 1,500 feet per minute.
Yeah. Why, is that too much?
I'm topping out at 11 here.
I had to do it at least once, man. I'll pull it back. I'm gonna jog left just a little to get on heading to overfly what I call sucker punch.
Roger. Why do they call it sucker punch, dare I ask?
Because some of the time when you land there, it sneaks up on you a little fast and you get sucker punched by it.
Don't have the Becki hear that.
I don't think it's gonna be a problem in a helicopter. Okay, my landing is right under my left wing. My shadow would be on it. Like 3, 2, 1. Right in there is where I'm looking at.
What'd you think though?
That was good. That was awesome, man. That's a cool shot of you coming in.
Yeah.
With the fog in the background.
Yeah.
And then just like cruising by. Yeah, this is a cool spot.
I'm giving them the tour that I'm sure you guys have already seen a bunch, but this is totally my little backyard circuit. And now I think we're gonna fire up, head north, go to State Line, because we're really close to the California-Nevada border, but he was like, can I straddle it? I'm like, I have a spot that you can do that. So there's some low-level clouds. We're gonna probably just go down and cloud surf the edge of them right up against the hill, staying in Class G, so we're legal. There is that, you know, spacing from clouds, but when you're in Class G, you just need 1 statute mile of visibility and clear of clouds. So we're gonna go down, play next to those, and work our way north.
Chase your dreams and leave the valley and come with me. Who you are.
I'll do a fun little break here and then come back at you. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
It's been a while since I've been up here. At least, you know, this is the first time this spring. It's so green, and this time of year we have like wildflowers galore. Actually, our whole property has these like yellow ones you can kind of see behind me, but it's interesting. Each different spot we've landed, there's like a different type of wildflower. And for the desert, it's like, it's not normally like this. It's cool. For anyone wondering why I call this State Line Meadow, right there, that rock has a line. Chris is in California right now and splitting it.
Yeah!
You're on the Nevada side, which is good. Less taxes.
Would it still be BLM on the California side?
Yeah, it's all BLM. I'll double check on Onyx. Yes, I just checked. Again, I already knew that, but it is all BLM. It's interesting, the BLM like doesn't care about state lines. It just goes across them. It must be in the same like district or whatever. And this is probably a fair time to again mention Onyx because it's a lifesaver for this kind of stuff. For anyone that does anything like outdoors, you can be hunter, fisher, off-roader, pilot. It's the best way to figure out land ownership and plan your missions. They've got a bunch of awesome features and they continue to add to them. And they're features I use like all the time, even just like tapping 2 fingers to measure the distance of like a potential landing site. And they have all the offline map capability, so you can download everything, have not only satellite image, but topo maps. So it's like really, really good. If we were out here and we're like, huh, I wonder if we could land over there, jump on Onyx, zoom in, find the spot, measure it out. Say we wanted to have friends come meet us up here and do camping. There's a 2-track road that Chris has landed right next to. We could literally go and use their route builder and just tap along that, basically share the directions to a friend to get to exactly where we are. Super functional. So again, if you're anyone that does anything outdoors, I highly suggest you check out Onyx. If you use my link below, it gets you 30% off. So yeah, thank you again, Onyx, for sponsoring this one. Helicopter versus Bushplane. This is my first kind of check because it was easier for me to land on the steep and park on the steep. He had to go find somewhere else. Took you 3 tries.
It did, yeah. I touched down. I probably could have made the first one work, but if I don't have to, I don't like getting to the far tolerances because, you know, you don't want to get in a situation where you end up with dynamic rollover and stuff. So
no,
we're just gonna
play
it safe. We have the time. We have the fuel. This is a nice spot, man.
This is a really cool spot. I want to camp up here just because like the view behind us is nice. A couple of my prerequisites for a good camping spot is like I want water nearby and some shade, and this doesn't have those.
You get your wing.
A wing makes shade.
And you can bring water.
But it's nice to like have somewhere to swim or fish or do something.
That's true, yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna take them down to Dead Cow, give them the whole landscape tour. We'll go play in the desert. Again, I know you guys have seen this tour, but it's still like we're hanging out, right? That's the way I think about it.
Roger. So I'm going to go air taxi up to that rock, and then you can take off whenever you're ready, and then I'll just follow you and stay above you.
Okay, roger that, yeah, and I'll take off and I'll be making a right turn. Roger. I hope I can taxi over this rock I parked up against. No problem, right over it.
Those big old wheels you got there.
Big tires.
All right, good to go.
Off my left wing, you'll see a little, what looks like almost a deck or just a roof sitting in the middle of nowhere. That's called a guzzler. I don't know if you've seen those before.
A deck or a roof?
Yep, just like in the canyon, just off the left side, there's just like a little structure there.
Oh, yeah. Why are they there?
That collects water, rainwater, and there's big cisterns, like holding tanks for wildlife.
Oh, very good. It's like a conservation effort.
Correct, yeah, it helps all the wild animals have somewhere to drink.
Chris, I need to talk to you about your car insurance. Now let's talk about where are you going.
I'm doing the walk of shame. I crashed your drone.
You crashed my new drone.
I'm sorry.
What you'll find out is that that's a lot farther away than you think right now.
Like, I thought I was really close, but I actually was just zoomed in, so it looked really close, but... Well, the arms are intact. The gimbal's pointing upwards, though.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So, maybe we'll turn it off and try to...
Straighten it.
Yeah. Unable to take off. Okay. Remote control bound. Takeoff permitted.
Oh, here's the test.
Yeah!
She's fine, dude.
Jesus.
Here's your drone back,
Oh
Trent.
my god, what the heck, dude? You destroyed
It's only
it.
missing one little piece back there.
Like, you know, it's like one of those things where, like, it's a new product or a new item, and it's like ripping the Band-Aid off.
No.
Now you don't have to
No.
worry about it.
Exactly.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, the plan, I'm gonna take them over to the Bonham Ranch Hot Springs. So I've somehow convinced Becki to ride with me. She is very similar to Haley in the fact that she's a nervous passenger.
Okay,
So,
give me a rundown on this.
inside hand here,
Yep.
and then your outside hand just on one of the upper uprights, any of the poles, dialed.
I'm gonna put on my anxiety music.
You won't need it.
Jesus, Jesus.
It's mellow. Tail will come up. And then right about there, we're flying. So those bumps,
Yeah, those are different.
you're gonna feel them different in this plane, but it should be more of a jarring instead of the dangling, right?
A little similar, but the helicopter vibrates more in
The
the...
vibrating scares the hell out of me because like if
Really?
you feel vibration in an airplane, that normally means
Not
something's
good.
like bad, yeah. I mean, it could just be your props out of balance, but that
Right.
vibrating, that just feels like fatigue to me.
Right.
So I'm like, something's
Scary.
gonna wear out. It shouldn't be vibrating like that.
Yeah, like those drops, we don't feel like... Usually, sometimes we do, but like those drops aren't as...
Violent. That's part of the thing, like when you start learning what the air does, like right now it's probably going to do a bump or two, right?
Yeah.
But once you expect it, it's not as scary.
Yeah.
It's the unexpected stuff that gets you. And then also, I'm sure you've had where like you have one or two bumps, but then after that it goes like crazy.
Yeah, that like roller coaster feeling, like that kind of like low G.
Yeah.
Like that's a feeling you don't want to feel in the helicopter. So when I feel it, it's like, oh my god, you know?
Totally fine in this. This can do like -4 Gs
Wow.
is what they've tested it at. As in like we would be probably fainted because we were so scared.
Right.
But the plane's limits probably passed our physical limits, so it's not going to break.
You can move the stick.
Oh yeah. I'm not used to that. Okay, that was cool. It was not as scary as I thought, but it was still kind of scary because I'm used to like, you know, fixed wing airplanes going really high. So like high, fast kind of is freaky. So we were flying pretty low. So it was like being in a helicopter, but like a little bouncier. So
Yeah.
I would say like not as scary as I thought, but still a little scary. Yeah, I was definitely like my legs were like tensed up, but I wasn't as tensed up as I was flying the heli a couple days ago.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that
good.
was awesome. Yeah, it was cool. Like just to see you like land in this. Like I've never been in an airplane landing off airport.
Yeah.
So that's like really unique.
So what do you think? Have you ever parked at a hot spring like this?
You know, I haven't. I have not. This is the first.
Yeah, I've never parked that close to any hot spring.
I actually could have gotten a little closer. I was actually up on the mound here, but I was actually rocking back and forth, so I want to get a little bit more firm footing. I got 3 points of contact here, so we're all good. The thing you gotta watch out for though is that when your tail rotor, when you're on a uphill, you gotta watch out for your tail rotor because that can get close. Like we're a little bit lower to the ground than normal, but we still have plenty of clearance. But I like nosed in, I like just like came in, and then just like my point of view where the windscreen ends, it was just water.
That's
Just
so
like,
awesome.
oh, I'm just landing, like I literally feel like I'm landing in the hot spring.
That's so cool. So, knowing that it's starting to get to the warm, bumpy part of the day, should we migrate, work our way home?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go do the pyramid run. I want to show you the lake.
Okay.
That's a no land zone, like, because it's all Native American, so
Okay.
we cannot land there, but we can fly over it.
Okay.
So we'll go over the kind of spires at the north end, and that's where the geyser is.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm picturing like Old Faithful or something.
No, not quite that.
I'm like, yeah, I probably won't fly through Old Faithful.
Well, it's been a long time since I left where I'm from. To start the journey I'm still on to get to you. on the run. It's been so long, I don't know what I'm running from. And everywhere I go, my problems, they still seem to show. All I know is there ain't nothing that could happen here. Wouldn't happen there or anywhere else I go.
I might wait here for you to land, or would you rather if I'm in my parking spot?
I'll come behind you.
Well, how was it?
It was crazy. It was cool getting the perspective of all the wildflowers popping up on all the sides of the hills here. And Trent hasn't taken me up yet in the Fox.
Yeah. I haven't had the plane.
It's in 4K, and everyone can know that.
Yeah.
He needs to get me up.
I am guilty. And I haven't even introed you. This is Jackson. He's been editing for me for a bit now. So finally allowing me to breathe a little sigh of relief, because I get just bogged down in the weeds when it comes to editing. So I still am editing some of the stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff lately, like the fishing videos and stuff, you've been killing it on.
Hey,
so
thanks, man.
you get a little face of behind the scenes.
Okay, this is the funniest moment because I looked over, I was like, I was talking about like how, you know, like I don't get in aircraft with just anybody, and Jackson was like, well, you know, if Trent trusts you, then I trust you. And I look over and I'm like, Trent's never been up with me. He said he wouldn't come. And it's basically,
No, I was like, wait, Trent
He literally just called me. He's like, hey, you want to jump in? And that's what I thought you said. I'm like, no, I'm good. You're like, no, I'm talking about your editor. I'm like, oh, yeah, Jackson, you want to go?
I'm like, yeah, I'll get in the copter.
That was awesome. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're going to go get out of the heat. I'm going to change into shorts, throw my flip-flops on, and we're going to come up with a game plan for tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up here. So you guys know the drill. Like this video if you do. Subscribe to both of us if you haven't. You can come be both of our wingmen. See you in the next one.
I came in, I was your wingman. I came in,
You did it.
I took you up on it.
Then stamp the camera for me.
I'm your wingman.